So hey everyone, good evening. Finally we got connected again. Okay, and again today also we got a little delayed. Like we have decided for 9 p.m. but 9 p.m. का 10 p.m. होने आया. The reason today was nothing but guys, I was not having the PC which I was using. So मैं दूसरे सिस्टम से कनेक्ट कर रहा था and I was facing this difficulty. Finally I decided कि instead of postponing this live, we can do it with the phone itself. So so let's everyone connect and we'll start the discussion. Hey Khalid, hey Saraswati. Saraswati, I can tell one thing that currently Novartis is taking interview for freshers, so you can have a look. Hey Ritesh. Khalid, Novartis most probably they hire a fresher candidate from campus only. So if you are trying from campus, then it is fine. But off campus, I'm not aware. Mostly they recruit from campus for freshers. Off campus, they recruit for experienced people only. Sahil Arora. Hi sir, I want to switch to clinical domain. Currently 5 year experience in banking domain. So you're working in banking domain as in Sahil? Khalid, recently you applied on LinkedIn, but just have a look. I think that vacancy they posted that was for campus. The people who are in the college might be they can apply. I'm not fully sure, but this is what I know. Saraswati, like I cannot say about in which months in the coming months vacancies will be there, but I believe in this Jan and Feb, good number of companies they have done hiring for freshers. Okay, and 15 of our students got interview. Out of that, 5 they have joined successfully, and 3 or 4 they are in the process. Okay, they are like interviews and joining process is not yet completed, but 5 people they have joined successfully in this Jan and Feb month only. Akshay is asking, hello sir, मुझे 2 year का experience Angular plus full stack developer कौन नहीं आ रहा है. Akshay, just connect me through one-to-one counseling. Maybe I can guide you. Ritesh, how about data analysis? Right now I'm working in textile industry. So data analysis is good, but if you are learning data analysis in 2024, you need to be specific. Your knowledge should be like good. Earlier what was happening that any person who have like medium level of knowledge, the companies were entertaining. But now what is happening, you need to have a very good knowledge. On top of that, some project knowledge, that is mandatory. Hey Bhushan, CDM department experience is counted in SAS or not? That is counted. You will get more preference, but will they count entirely on the basis of that? I'm not sure about that. Sahil, as a data analysis in SAS SQL profile, will clinical companies consider my profile as a SAS programmer? Yes. Okay, So, hey Mayur. Saraswati is telling my counseling link is not opening. It is not possible. It will be working, Saraswati. And if it is not working, just do one thing, like there will be a mail option that you can check in the channel about section. Ritesh, sir, I know about Power BI and SQL ML, then I can switch. I know about Power BI and SQL and ML, then can I switch where you want to switch, Ritesh? So guys, कभी भी आप कमेंट्स में क्वेश्चन पूछते हो तो उस क्वेश्चन को पूरा पूछा करो, तो क्या मुझे I'll be getting the clarity that what actually you want. Sir, from textile to data, of course, why not? See, let me share you one thing, guys. You need to know this. I have shared multiple times, but I believe I should repeat once again. That's totally fine. That whenever you want to switch into a role, if you are already working, okay, either you want to start your journey in data analysis or any domain which is good in the market, so you need to have a time, you need to have time allocated for that, learning time, interview cracking time, and getting job time. On top of that, the skills. So you should make sure that if I'm entering, if you want to enter into any role or any industry, you need to be specific that what are the skills I should require to get into that role, and how many months the entire process gonna take time. Okay, because a lot of people, they feel like, okay, within 3 months each and everything will be done, learning as well, placement as well, and if this didn't happen, you start facing pressure from your end as well, from your family end as well. So things should be very clear from the beginning itself. If you want to enter into any domain, any role, how many months it gonna take, what is the syllabus, okay, and what if you didn't got within the time limit you have decided. So this thing should be ready, you should be very planned. If you are not aware about the process, you can connect me or any of the working professional who is giving counseling and get an idea, because that 5 or 10 minutes of professional counseling will help you a lot to get the overview of the entire thing, or to get the clarity. Hey Taufik, good evening. Sahil is asking, can you tell me few questions of IQVIA for SAS programmer profile? What questions they ask for clinical SAS? So you are applying from an experience end or from an fresher, like you are applying as an experience or for fresher role. So accordingly the questions gonna be. Just do let me know, Sahil, experience or fresher, then I'll tell you. Khalid, should I mention the training project like an academic project in CV? See, whatever project you are getting in training, utilize it fully. You have worked on a project. Even you can show it as a freelancing. Okay, I have done a project for XYZ company as a freelancing, that project. See, at the end, companies want knowledge from you. If you have really worked on that project, if you have learned it well, you know the concept of SDM Adam table listing and what are the difficulties you have faced, how you have created the variables, do you know the data or not, then everything is fine. Okay, because at the end of the day, company is looking for knowledge only. Khalid, Sal, can you? Okay, so Sahil, if you are giving this interview as an 5 year of experience guy, okay, so the question gonna be like, how you gonna utilize your SAS and SQL knowledge of banking in clinical? How you gonna relate it? What knowledge you have about clinical? Do you know protocol, these things or not? Okay, and maybe they can ask you like what are the benefits we can assume from your end being an like working professional on SaaS. So it will be more related to like they'll not ask small syntax from you, they might ask, okay, but it will be more related to your existing work experience, what you have done in the past in banking by using SAS and SQL, and how you can relate that with the clinical part. Okay, so mostly question gonna be on that. Okay, they'll not ask like tell me the question from base as advanced as, no questions like this. The existing experience, how you gonna relate it, and how much knowledge you are having about the clinical SaaS role. So make sure you know the protocol, clinical trial phases, SDDM, ADAM, an overview of all these things. This will help you. So from you, they are looking for the confidence. They are not looking for specific knowledge that you should know this much or this much. Like they are looking for confidence. Will you able to handle that, the transition or not? Okay, because they're gonna give you statistical programmer 2 role most probably, or maybe senior maybe, or 1, depend upon. So will you gonna justify that or not? And that you have to show in the interview. Tawfiq, how the current market for SAP and SaaS profiles? See guys, current market is competitive and market always gonna be competitive. What we need to understand is, as an consumer, we like good things, right? Good products. So how good products can be created? Okay, so the good products can be created with good resources, good people, right? The people with the good knowledge. So companies want to recruit the people with the great knowledge or good knowledge. So now like if someone is learning just for getting job, that will be not enough. They have to like they have to experience those things. Like if I'm a data analyst, what I'm actually doing apart from learning this syntax, what impact I am creating, and what I have learned from the projects. So this is what I feel. Dheeraj is asking, sir, now I'm working as a medical coder, understand clinical that. Of course, Dheeraj. See guys, one thing is very clear. In this world, each and everyone should upgrade their self. Why? Why it is important? The reason is, whatever pay you are getting, whatever attention you are getting in your life, that is because of your role, your knowledge. So upgrading your knowledge, learning good things, that is very important. Okay. Saraswati, sir, for us there is no project is done. There any chance to get job without knowledge with base advanced and clinical? Yes, you can get, Saraswati. You can get the job, but the chances are more like for the people who have worked on project. See, there are two things in this. Learning a skill and getting placed, there are two processes. The very first process is either you are very good at the skill, okay. The second thing is either you are very good at the communicating part, you are reaching out actively, okay, you are making connections in a very well way. So what my belief is that you should have a balanced approach. In the learning part as well, your knowledge should be good. In the communicating part as well, that effort should be constant or good, okay, because both are important. But let's suppose if you know you are lacking in the technical part, somehow you are trying to improve it, but somehow you are lacking in the current market. So you should, in that case, you should work more on the applying part, communicating part, reaching out part. And now there is a new concept, learning in public. So whatever you are learning, post it on LinkedIn, let the people know. If you have any questions, ask it on LinkedIn. So be open to the things. You don't know like who are looking your post. He or she can be manager, who are commenting. Okay, there are chances you asked a silly question related to SaaS and some manager, some senior person will respond you, and that will create an impact. You'll get a lot of like a lot of attention as well. So learning in public, that is very important, I feel, the current era. Yes, Mohit, I do provide online as well and offline as well. Most of my students, like 99% of them till now, they are taking online. But if anyone want to come offline as well, most welcome for all. What's the fees for online SaaS training from your institute? Faisal, for that you can connect to me through one-to-one counseling, and there we can discuss in detail. Because Faisal, what I believe, it's not the only fees you should look for if you are like planning to take training from any institute or from any person. You should have a word with them, know the entire process, then you should finally go for the fees. Okay? Because I believe even if you are paying 10 rupees to anyone, if that is a waste, so it will be a waste only for you. So if it is a 10 rupees as well, 1 rupee as well, and 1 lakh as well. So first you can connect to me, get an idea about the entire course, what guidance, support, technically, non-technically you're gonna get. Then finally we're gonna discuss about the fees. Sumitra, sir, currently I'm pursuing MSc Statistics. I want to learn SaaS. Last time I want to join course, but after MSc right now suggest. See, let's suppose two people are there. Okay, one person is who started learning something XYZ skill, job oriented skill, after completing their education, academic. One person, he or she started in the last year or second year. Who will be at better position? The person who started after their academic or the person who started during their academic? Actually, the right time to get the job oriented skill is during your academic, because once you complete your education, you have to spend another 6-7 months or 4-5 months in the learning, and again another 4-5 months in applying part or getting interviews or cracking interviews. So entire process gonna increase 6 months to 1 year. But if you do it during your education, the time gonna be optimized. Okay, actually in the last year it should be mandatory, I believe, for all the colleges. They should focus on the job oriented skills instead of educational skills or like giving education from the books. This is what I believe. Yeah, is asking highest salary of SaaS programmer और उस level तक कितना. See, it's not about highest salary, I believe. What I have experienced in life, after some time you look for a work which you love to do. You look for a work where you are getting the work-life balance. You look for a work where you are getting respect. You look for a work where stability and growth is there. You look for a work which is having global exposure, and these all points whichever I told on this role, these benefits, of course you get it. So yeah, and coming to highest salaries, salaries can be limitless. It depends upon your expertise, in which country, in which company you are. Sir, why don't you post quiz questions on LinkedIn? Khalid, I'll do it. I'll continue from tomorrow itself. Aditya Kamble, sir, I'm currently doing manual testing on gaming project. Is any future in manual testing? I believe you should learn automation testing. You should go for automation testing. That is more in demand. Faisal, for consulting or for counseling, you can check the link in the video description, okay? Or you can check the link in the channel about section as well. There will be one-to-one counseling link. From there you can connect me. See, what I believe, the whole life is a psychology, guys. This I am sharing from my experience. There is one phase in your college. There are two cohorts in the college, two types of people. One type of people, they care a lot about their education. Second type of people, they don't care much about their education during the college. Once the both the cohort, they complete the education, the people who have worried a lot, focused a lot in their education, they might got easily settled in some company within few months or during the college itself. The people who didn't focus, most probably I'm assuming they have to struggle little more. Now, what's the default pattern? Once you start struggling, the very first phase is like you have to focus a lot, you have to suffer a lot. The very first thing you'll be suffering, what I should do, because you are not getting anything. The second thing you will be suffering, that if I have decided one thing, whether I am gonna capable of learning this or not, whether I'll able to perform on this or not. So first you need to figure out a role which is good for you. Second, you feel like from where I should learn, self or from where. The third, you have to face the difficulty of cracking interviews or getting interviews and cracking interviews. So these are the phases. So in each and every phase, first you see the problem. First you come across with the problem. Then slowly you'll be reaching to the solution level. And this is time consuming process. That's why I tell students that in the last year or in the college itself, if you start working on these things, that on which role I should work, and you get the desired skill or the required skills for that role, and your time gonna be optimized. After completing the college or after giving the last exam, you should actively start looking for a job in the market. Many things can be done, and I believe these are the phases only, and you need to work out. You need to work out on yourself. I believe the whole process is made in such a way that if you are facing any difficulty in life, you are here, and if you want to reach at some great level, you have to reach from here to here. And reaching from here to here, you are becoming a better human, you are becoming a better skilled human, or you have the required skill you have the skills which is required by the companies, and that gap you fill during these struggles which you face during your career part. And the default suggestion to everyone is never sit idle. Don't be like that, I'll do this job only, and you are like preparing for that job from 1 to 2 year. Don't be like this. In a default mode, you should get a job on the basis of your education. Okay. Okay. Rahul is telling, sir, we missed you. We need you every Saturday live. For sure, Rahul. Even what happened, Rahul, from last few weeks, I was not coming live. You know what's the reason? I was feeling that every time I'm... Okay. Is my audio is clear now? I think I'm doing this live from phone and I was getting a call. So because of that, my voice got disconnected. Now it will be fine. So I was answering to Rahul, Rahul, why I was not coming to live. I was thinking like, I don't have any agenda for the live. I was just randomly coming live and asking, like you guys are asking some doubt and I'm giving my like answers with my experience. But from the last few weeks, like I have seen a pattern that a lot of students ask the same question, that which company is hiring and when interview gonna happen. I know as a student this will be your like very important question. You want to know the answer of this question. But you need to work on your problems. If you're not getting an interview, you need to focus on yourself, that why you're not getting the interview. You cannot market the timings. By knowing that which company is hiring, like it's not gonna help you until unless you are figuring out a way that how I can get the interviews wherever hiring is going on. What is the pattern? What I have to do to ensure that whenever an interview is there, I get an opportunity. And I'm reaching out to each and every company, how I can make it possible. You need to plan. You need to plan yourself that how if I'm getting an interview, I'm already ready to crack the interview. For that, you can do a lot of things. You can talk to working professionals. You can talk to people in IQVIA that, hey, like, can you help me in getting interviews? If not, that is totally fine. Can you guide me the interview pattern for IQVIA? Or can you tell me in which months IQVIA is hiring freshers? Or can you guide me what was your journey? See, a lot of people will not answer. They are not your friends. But a lot of people will answer. Okay? And you don't need the response from each and everyone, right? If you are reaching out to 10 people, if you are getting a one good response and they are like sharing you some crucial information, and by doing this, if you are getting a lot of guidance from a lot of people, you are already at the better level, right? Whenever you get the interview, and your chances are high, you'll get the interview. So I believe this is a process guide, guys. You need to improve yourself. You need to work out on yourself. And I'll try to do one thing for sure. Now in the coming days, I'll make a video on that. Apart from the interview pattern, there is a playlist on our YouTube, that interview pattern for companies. Apart from that, we'll make a playlist for that interview questions. Let's suppose if any company is taking interview for fresher, okay, so I'll share which questions they have asked. I'll share that as well. Okay, this is, I believe, what I can do for you. So you'll get an idea like how these companies are asking questions and which questions they are asking. ठीक है? ठीक है, there is no questions, like is my comment section got stuck and there, or else there is no question from your end, guys. ठीक है, is my voice is clear to all? Just confirm me. Mayur, most probably I think till Monday it will be shorted, Mayur. Khalid, sir, make questions on CDISC. Sure, of course. I'll make it continue, that interview series, right? ठीक है, guys. Like, I have few things to do, so I think for today we have to conclude this live early. हम live mostly 1 घंटे तक रखते ही हैं, but today we have to end it a little early. But for sure, to compensate today's live, I'm gonna come live tomorrow once again for sure, the same time. Khalid will start making video on these things, okay? Variables and data sets. We'll first focus on the interview questions, especially which companies are asking which questions, or which of the questions they are asking. So guys, for today, again, enjoy your day. Don't worry, it's a process only. If you are not getting interview, if you are facing any difficulty, that is a process. It's a beginning. You know, in the first day, you don't see a home, entire home. Initially, you will see the base only, right? And base is not the home. So once you start the process, it's gonna take some time, and surely if you are starting a process and if you are facing any difficulty and then you are solving it, so you are getting better, and finally you're gonna get it, whatever you want. It's not only job, whatever you want you can get it. So don't worry about it, you are in the process. But yeah, there is one thing you need to ask a question. If I'm facing this issue, then what is the solution? Ask to world, you will get the solution. Ask to anyone you come across, this is the problem I am facing and what is the solution. Check it on internet, ask to people. Maybe I believe you'll not get answers from 50 people, but again the 51 the 51 person, the next person who gonna be, they'll surely answer, and it will be very accurate. So if you are asking question, you're gonna get the solution, and if you are getting your solutions, you are getting better, and if you are getting better, the job is for you only. What I believe, the market was, is and going to be always competitive only. It was never easy, but with time you go from here to here, you get better, you reach from bottom 20 or 30% to top 20 or 30%. That's what life is, going from here to here. That is what life. Whenever you start something new, you are here in that process. You have to suffer a lot of things, and then you solve and you reach here. Now the things is for you. Now you deserve that role. So guys, that's all from my end. Thank you everyone. Bye bye everyone, and good night everyone.